How's it going, Guardians? Shifty here, and with just a little over a week until the release of the Witch Queen, I want to talk about how bounty prepping might be a little bit more important than usual for this upcoming release. Now, before I dive too deep into this topic, I know prepping for future releases is a little bit of a point of contention for some players. I do want to mention that prepping for the next release isn't for every player. It all depends on what your goal is. For the Witch Queen, I think there's two primary reasons why one would want to prep for it. The first one is you want to do the day one raid. The second one is you want to get through the power level grind as quickly as possible. So if you fall into either one of those categories, prepping for the Witch Queen may be important to you. If you don't fall into either of those categories, then you don't have to worry too much about prepping for the next season. This is especially true if you just like to enjoy the game and play it slowly. For me personally, I don't mind rushing through the power level grind or preparing ahead of time because I always find something to enjoy in Destiny. Now with that said, the whole point of this video is talking about bounty prepping. The reason you may want to consider bounty prepping for this season is because the legendary difficulty campaign is going to be available and it's going to be a quite rewarding experience. The other day, Bungie released all of the rewards for the legendary difficulty campaign. So if you manage to complete all of the missions on legendary, you will get the following: a new emblem exclusive to those who complete the campaign on legendary difficulty, a triumph required for the newest title for the Throne World, a set of gear 20 above the soft cap at 1520 power level, 8 upgrade modules, and the new Witch Queen exotic armor that typically is reserved for PED Lost Sector drops. And of course, exclusive Bungie rewards, but they'll have more details on that in the future. Now, the one thing I want to point out here that's particularly important is you're going to get a full set of gear that's 20 above the soft cap at 1520 power level. Considering everyone is starting at 1350 with the release of the Witch Queen, getting bumped up to that 1520 power by the end of the legendary campaign is an extremely big deal. This is going to allow you to skip the vast majority of the power grind and be prepared for that day one race, or if you don't particularly like the power level grind, this is going to help you skip a lot of it. Now, DMG revealed further details, and the set of gear is going to be all blue gear. The point in them doing that was to make it so you have some infusion fodder material so you can upgrade your favorite build. Also, given that one of the rewards is 8 upgrade modules, it seems that you're going to have enough upgrade modules no matter what to be able to infuse your favorite build with that 1520 blue gear. Alright, well, this is great and all, but you may be wondering what bounty prep has to do with completing the legendary difficulty campaign. Well, first of all, the legendary difficulty campaign is going to be about 1360 power based on what we saw in the Vidoc the other day. This isn't too far above the starting level of 1350. Overall, it shouldn't be too difficult to complete. However, there are a couple of smaller details that you may not consider. First of all, doing bounty prep is going to allow you to level up your artifact quicker and get that little bit of extra power bonus to make that legendary difficulty campaign a bit easier. That isn't the biggest selling point I have for bounty prepping. I think the number one reason you might want to consider it is because you'll unlock the mods on the artifact. Now, if the legendary campaign consists of some champions, you're going to want anti-champion mods heading into that activity. I'm going to be trying to head in solo to complete the entire campaign on that legend difficulty. With that said, I'm going to want as many anti-champion mods as possible so I have options available if champions are included. Based on some of the trailers Bungie has released, it does look like champions may make an appearance in that legend difficulty campaign. One additional selling point for bounty prepping is that you're going to be able to unlock as many artifact mods as you can. This is going to of course hinge on how much you level up that artifact. It's going to get progressively harder to unlock those artifact mods, but theoretically you can unlock the entire artifact at some point. Now, circling back to some of those anti-champion mods, Bungie revealed some of them in a TWAB earlier this season. This is an excerpt from that TWAB. It states that when it comes to the artifact mods themselves, we are bringing back a few perennial favorite anti-champion mods, including anti-barrier scout rifles and bows, and have done some work to make disrupting overload champions, which can be done this season with auto rifles and SMGs, more reliable than in previous seasons. We'll also be highlighting the new glaive weapon archetype coming in the Witch Queen through a variety of artifact mods, including an option to make your glaive the solution to unstoppable champions, and have a few new artifact mods that will enhance some of the new weapon perks. So with that in mind, if you do plan to bounty prep and unlock those anti-champion weapons, here you have a preview of some of those anti-champion weapons so you can prepare your loadout ahead of time. Now, if you do plan to bounty prep, this upcoming week is going to be fairly important because Iron Banner is going to be available again. If you complete the Iron Banner bounties and save them for next season, you do have the potential to earn new Iron Banner weapons from those bounties. On top of that, you'll get the weekly experience available from those bounties. If you want to see a full video dedicated to what I'm doing to prepare for the Witch Queen, let me know in the comment section down below. So that is going to be it for today's video. I just wanted to give some tips on preparing to complete that legendary difficulty campaign on day 1. This is especially important if you want to go for the day 1 raid, if you want to skip the power level grind, maybe you even just want to get your hand on the new Witch Queen exotic without having to go through the trouble of completing lost sectors. No matter what your goal is in completing the legend difficulty campaign, whether you're heading in solo or in a group, I hope that this video helped you out. If it did, remember to like and subscribe. I just want to thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.